Hello, Cary.
Hi, Marissa. How are you?
Doing wonderful, thank you. Everyone, I'm here with the amazing Cary Elwes, who plays Detective Grable in Dead Man's Wire. Cary, we famously seen you as a pirate, as a prince, as a driver, as a doctor in Saw. So many amazing, iconic roles. But this is a little bit different, your character in Dead Man's Wire. You have a distinctive Southern accent as well, which I absolutely loved.
Tony Caritzis, Chatty Cathy from 8th and Rail.
That's what they're saying.
With a shotgun?
Yes, sir.
There's no way it's Tony.
Can you go into how you prepared for the role? And of course, feel free to use small words so I can be sure to understand.
Marissa, you're so kind. So yeah, when I play a real person, if I'm lucky enough to find enough material on that person, it really helps me as an actor. And I was incredibly fortunate on this show in that even though my character passed away almost a decade ago, I was able to get in touch with his children, two of his sons, Mike Jr. and Jason, and they supplied me. They were happy. They opened up their home to me and their archives and gave me tons of footage of their dad, lots of audio tapes of him. So I put those on digital and listened to him all day long. Family albums, photographs, and just generally stories. I picked their brain about his behavior, the kind of catchphrases he liked to use. I usually have a list that I give writers and directors and real people to fill out, a little form. And they filled out all these things, and I brought all this stuff back from Indianapolis to Louisville and shared the character with Gus, and he helped fine-tune it. You know, he said, well, let's find a catchphrase of his that you like, and we'll use that. And then he sort of just fine-tuned the character for me so I could just basically go out there and live in Mike's shoes, which was great.
Wow, that's amazing that you had all that footage to be able to look at and review. I mean, I could imagine it would have been such a different mapping of going about this role if you didn't have access to that. How is it performing with Bill Skarsgard?
Oh, Bill is fabulous. It's too bad he's not on this tour with us. He's busy shooting a movie in Europe, but he's so wonderful in the picture. I mean, I think his fans are going to be completely blown away by this performance. You know, many people know him from It or The Crow or Nosferatu, but this character he developed is so sublime and so beautifully nuanced and brings such humor to the role. People think this movie is a downer, like, oh my God, it's Dead Man's Wire. It has to be a depressing movie about a kidnapping, but it's not. It's actually really funny. It's very taut. It's very fast-paced. It's really fun. It's a fun ride. And when we've shown it to audiences in theaters, which is where it should be, people are roaring with laughter and big applauses. So we're hoping that folks will go out to the theater and watch it, because that's really where it's meant to be seen.
I was definitely chuckling throughout the film a couple times. I was looking at my friends like, this is way funnier than I expected it to be.
Thank you, Marissa. Thank you.
With Bill, we're not so used to seeing that. And we're used to, of course, you making us chuckle lots and lots, Cary.
Thank you. Thank you, Marissa.
As far as this specific role, did you also kind of pull from any other detectives that you've seen in other iconic films? And where did the lovely Southern accent, how did you practice perfecting that?
The voice, like I said, Mike and Jason gave me audio files of their father talking to them, just chatting. They actually did some interviews of him before he passed away. So they gave me those files, and I just listened to him all day in my earpods, and whenever they were ready to roll, I would just take them out, and I would just go from listening and watching him to just have that flow right onto the set. So that was fairly easy for me, really.
That's amazing. So you didn't need a special dialect coach or anything like that.
I had the dialect from the authentic dialect from the man himself.
Yes.
You know,
I
and-
wish I could do that just like you. You're so talented, Cary. I
Oh,
wish I could
thank
plug
you.
in and listen to a Southern accent, and then I say it, and I'm like, okay, that doesn't sound exactly the way
If you
it's
listen to it
supposed
all day and literally all day long, it actually is in your head. And I started to, obviously I would practice the lines back.
Okay.
So it was like learning a language, right? It is learning a language. It's like taking, a language online of learning Spanish or French. You're learning their language, their beats, their moments, their intonation, their inflection. And once you get that into a rhythm, it's fairly easy after that.
Fairly easy. All right. Well, next time I see you, I'm going to have a Southern accent,
Okay.
Cary. Thank you so
Great.
much for your
Thanks,
time.
Marissa.
I went a little bit over, but congratulations on
Thank you so
everything.
much. Thank you.
Take care.